What's up, friends? Happy Thursday. It is such a beautiful day, so I decided to come out into nature and go on a little hike. And currently I'm at Millerton on the Pincushion trail, and I just stopped to have some snacks and read you this beautiful book. So anyway, this is one of our new stories, and this is called Sofia Valdez, Future President, or Future Prez. So Sofia Valdez, Future Prez. I have one more book by this author, Andrea Beaty, and it's illustrated by David Roberts. The other book that we have is Ada Twist Scientist, and I love that story, so I knew right away when I saw this, I would love this one too. I haven't read it yet though. I'm really excited to read it with you today. So again, this is Sofia Valdez, Future Prez by Andrea Beaty and David Roberts. And I'm so excited because it's one of those brand new books that when you open, it's never been opened before and it just feels really fresh and cool. So, Sofia Valdez, Future Prez. Sofia was a baby who got things done, helping her family before she turned 1. Right away, she was jumping in there and helping. I love it. She and Abuelo went out every week to help elderly friends around Blue River Creek, who couldn't get out and about on their own, and with no place to gather, were stuck home alone. Look at, she's helping all of them. Her and her abuela would go out. That's awesome. Raking the leaves, taking pets for a walk, or just dropping by for a treat and a talk, Sofia Valdez did as much as she could for her family and friends and her whole neighborhood. A dreamer, a doer, a real-life go-getter. Most people like good, but Sofia liked better. I love that. It's a really cool kind of attitude. Always wanting to be a helper. I love it. Each morning, Abuelo walked Sophie to class. They walked home again along Blue River Pass, making plans, munching cookies, Abuelo and girl, except for that Tuesday when Pup saw the squirrel. With a howl, Pup took off, racing all through the town, over, under, beneath, and around. Sofia scrambled to try to keep up with the hollering man and the bellowing Pup. Let's see, so she's going all the way around. Oh, and the dog is chasing the squirrel. Oh, what's gonna happen? Oh. Up the squirrel ran to the top of a hill made of leftover junk for the local landfill. They reached the tip top of that mountain of trash, which jiggled and broke with an ear-splitting crash. Look at all that trash. Holy Toledo. Oh my gosh, I have no idea what's gonna happen. Down they all tumbled and hit with a thud on a moldy old pumpkin surrounded by mud. Ouch! Cried Abuelo. He struggled to stand. A dangerous mess, he said, grasping her hand. Oh no, Abuelo got hurt. Aww. She's gonna help him though. That's what she does. She helps. The next day, Sofia walked to school solo, which means alone. But it wasn't the same without her abuelo. This is not right, declared young Sofia, who glared at Mount Trashmore and got an idea. So she's looking at this pile of trash now, and she's like, because of this trash that my abuelo hurt his foot, what can I do about it? And I love that she's using that kind of mindset, like, what can I do to help? Instead of just complaining about it or blaming it, what can I do to fix this, you know? That's what scientists do. That's what good citizens do. That's what all friends can do, is think of a way they can help. Anyway, the very next morning at past dawn, she planted a sign at the front of the lawn. She stood back and smiled, and Pup gave a bark. Get rid of Mount Trashmore. Let's build a new park. So she wants to clean up all the trash. I know so many of my friends who would be all about this because they used to spend their recess time picking up trash. Such good citizens. I love it. That's her idea. Get rid of all the trash and build a new park. So rad. I think Pup likes it too. He looks really happy. Each of her neighbors had something to say about benches and fountains and places to play. Meeting spots, gardens, a basket for bees, a rubber duck pond, and a kiosk for cheese. Yes, I like the kiosk for cheese. She drew every thought on her map of the park, which was perfectly perfect by a quarter till dark. Look at all these people who came together because of her idea. And they're all so happy. What a great community. She drifted to sleep in her soft, cozy bed. Then bam, she woke up when a thought smacked her head. Her heart skipped a beat as she realized each one of her neighbors had said, "Let me know when it's done." They all thought Sofia could build it alone. But how could one girl do so much on her own? The weight of that thought made her tender heart ache as night thunder growled and she lay wide awake. Then dawn brought a storm and the gloomy sky wept. It's raining. And the heartsick Sofia finally slept. So she's up in her bed. Love this so much. She has the Sade poster right here. So rad. Yes. Love it. So much Sade. Look at Frida. Yes. That's so great. But there she are. There she is. Wow. There she are. There she is. I'm just tripping over this. I love it. Abuelo baked cookies when Sophie got up. He gave her a bagful and sneaked one to Pup. He blinked back a tear as he hugged his Sofia. "For courage," he whispered. "Te amo, mi vida." Sofia's knees wobbled. She felt weak inside. She looked at his ankle and quite nearly cried. Though she didn't feel brave or courageous at all, Sofia Valdez went to face City Hall. So she is being super rad and super brave, and she's gonna go talk to some people in charge who can help her meet this goal that she's made to clean up the trash and build a park for her community. All right, so she's heading to City Hall, that big, beautiful building. There she is. Such a champ. The mayor's office sent her to room 401, the Blue River Creek Department of Fun, which sent her downstairs to room 302, the office of duck ponds and cool things to do. To the office of monkeys, the Department of Cheese. I need this costume. The division of fountains and meetings and bees. Then down to the basement, so musty and cramped, where all the town's papers were sorted and stamped. And that's where the clerk said what no one else did. "You can't build a new park. You're only a kid." What? All that work? Look at this cheese, guys. That is so me. That's my new Halloween costume for this year, 2020 cheese. Oh man, she did all that work. And someone said, "You can't do it. You're just a kid." Baloney. Not happening. The words smacked Sofia deep down in her heart. Her plan was kiboshed before it could start. "I think," said Sofia, "I think that law's wrong." But her second grade voice didn't sound very strong. The clerk said, "Clearly, it cannot be done." "Do you have any questions?" Sofia said, "One. If you were me and I was you, and he was your grandpa, what would you do?" Well, said the clerk. Then she said nothing at all. She thought and she thought, then she sent out a call to every employee throughout City Hall. Boom. That's awesome. She got through to her just by saying, what would you do if you were in my shoes? That's such a powerful thing to just shift that perspective and see through someone else's eyes, you know? Love it. The entire government of Blue River Creek crammed into the office to hear Sophie speak. But her words jumbled up and her cheeks turned bright red as a dozen emotions rushed into her head. Her heart beat so loudly she thought it would crack. The crowd leaned in closer. Sofia leaned back. Then her arm brushed the edge of the old cookie sack. And that was the moment when Sofia first knew Being brave means doing the thing you must do. Though your heart cracks with fear, though you're just in grade 2. Okay, she's deciding, you know what? I gotta face this fear and talk to these people because they need to hear what I gotta say right now. And they're all listening. They're ready because she's a really cool kid who is doing something awesome. She took a deep breath. Always the first thing we do, right? Looked the mayor in the eye. And though her knees wobbled, she held her head high. Sofia started talking. She spelled out her plan and why it all mattered and how it began. And once she got rolling, she had lots to say about meeting spots, monkeys, and places to play, and other ideas for things they could do to help the town elders and other folks too. She had thoughts on the library, thoughts on the zoo, and perhaps a way to combine the two. And look at all this stuff. Look at all of her drawings, all her ideas, all the cheese. So awesome. The kiosk for cheese was in the shape of a cheese. I love it. And they're doing it. They're building a park. All right, cried the mayor. Go start a petition. If the town wants a new park, we'll form a commission. And so young Sofia got right to work with some help from her family and pup and the clerk. All right, so they're all advocating right now for the park. I love it. She's a powerful voice. What? Look at all these people. They're all in favor of building the park and helping the community. Not just for the, for the elderly, but for everyone to enjoy. Then others joined in, not all, but a few, like Miss Lila Greer and the kids in grade 2. Her whole class came out. That makes me so happy. Yes. There were hearings and surveys and taxes to figure, then bulldozers, cranes, and a blue, bigger digger. They all built that park. That's how it got done, with the hard work of, by, and for everyone. But it began with the dream of one person, just one, who laced up her shoes and then led the way to help Blue River Creek get a new place to play. Now every evening till long after dark, the town comes together at Citizens Park. They all hold this truth to be self-evident, that Sofia Valdez could grow up to be president. Until then, Sofia, that real-life go-getter, helps Blue River Creek get better and better. Oh my Lanta, I'm obsessed. This is wonderful. Look at all the people in here. Yes. So much yes. What a phenomenal story. I loved that. I thought of all of you when I was reading about Sofia and the adventure she went on to do that thing she wanted to do. She was so brave and courageous, and she's such a good citizen. I see those qualities in all of you. I just, filled with so much love. That was great. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, that was Sofia Valdez, Future Prez by Andrea Beaty and illustrated by David Roberts. And David Roberts, I love those pictures so much. Anyway, enjoy the rest of this beautiful day, my friends. I love you. Be well. Do something rad for the world. Okay, bye.